Havenites, it's Thursday night, and that means it's time for the quiz show. I am Josh Olive with Haven Comics, that place right there. Uh, Best comic book store in on Slaughter Road in Madison. We're confident in that. Anyway, we're gonna bring some folks out. We're gonna ask some questions. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have a good time. So stick around for that after this incredible video provided to us by my friend Nick Ellis at Two Brothers Comics. I told you that was an awesome video, and it is. Every single time, it makes me very happy. So thank you. Shout out to Nick Ellis for that. Still going strong. Speaking of things that are going strong, I would like to introduce you to our co-host, Mr. Jeremy Bernard, my good friend. How are you, Jeremy Bernard?
Going strong. I am going to have Nick redo that, but with those Turkish delights. The whole thing, just Turkish delights.
Yeah, just a scene straight out of Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. We should be good.
How are you? How's life?
You're busy. It's like I've been planning for the Expo for months, and I cannot believe it is next week.
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm like, I don't have time for this. When do I have to put all this stuff together, price all these things, load everything, unload stuff, set up? It's just no. It's a lot.
Have you considered just winging it?
No. There's too much planning. There's too much that has to go into it for that.
Yeah.
Painful. I think we should see who all we got in the chat here with us. We have, of course, Tots. What's happening, Tots? Hope you're doing all right, brother. We have early this week, Comics and Death Metal, Ryan himself. How you doing, Ryan?
Hey, man.
Yo, Joe, we got Alan Breedlove here. Good to see you, sir. Jay Thornton, who is probably similarly freaking out about the Expo. Like,
He's got a huge setup. Huge.
I know, it looks awesome.
Yeah, Noah's cool, but I don't envy him getting that pulled in there.
Well, he did this to himself.
Yes, he did.
But it looks awesome, and I'm really excited. Bill Fisher, what's happening, man? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Good to see you. Gonna let him slide with that name. He is named after the character in The Boys.
Yes.
He is, even though he will not show us his gills.
Yeah, my gills are private.
I'm dubious. I got your mom in here. How you doing? Always good to see you.
Good to see you. In case anybody needs a reminder, this is the character that I named after.
Yep, there he is.
I'm just going to leave that up here for the rest of the show.
You do look, he's not inaccurate. You do look like that guy. Jackie, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Haven will actually have a booth. Yes. We are smack dab in the middle of the dealer room, too. It's the spinner rack has a big island right in the middle, and we are right across the aisle from them. So all you have to do is use your compass to find the direct, immediate center of the room, and there we will be. Very much looking forward to it. Yeah, 8 days until the Expo. Ooh! That's all of us. I do like the idea, Tots and Alan, of you guys coming to Statler and Waldorf and just haranguing people as they walk by. As long as you're dressed like Statler and Waldorf, people would not only, put up with it, they would applaud and think it was great.
Yeah, they think it was funny. You be as mean as you want to be if you're dressed like them.
Right. It's all in what you're wearing.
Yeah.
The clothes make the man.
Very true.
True statement. Let's see. What's Alan saying here? Slow down there, big guy. Nick is okay sometimes. Wow. That's tough. That's tough. Jared says hi. Thank you. We appreciate that. Load in for the Expo. Oh, you're the man. You're the man, and you also have a truck. That's really handy. We appreciate that more than you know.
Having a truck makes you like the best adult friend that is out there. You never know how much you need a friend with a truck. I don't personally want one, but I want lots of friends that have trucks.
That's exactly correct. It was like, yeah, because I don't need a truck often, but when I need a truck, I need a truck.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah, that's the thing. Uh, or worst, if you never help. Yeah, I own a truck, but I refuse to help anyone. That would be rough too. That's true. That's true. Uh, so what's happening for you, man? What's going on?
I got great news. My friend Zach Brinkman, I owe him a pizza. So I've been working with him
Oh,
for a long time.
he said
He's
he was
been on,
trying to put an offer in. Did he get? You say you owe
yeah,
him a pizza.
Price Cam says don't jinx it. We're still in the closing process, but he and I have been working together for like 2 years at this point. So that's been
Yeah, that's awesome.
it's really nice for us.
Good question, Bill. And yes, we will be doing move in to the show for the expo, and or we will be exhausted from doing said move into the expo. So yeah, no quiz show next Thursday unless Jeremy has a wild hair to come online and just ask people random questions.
I'm not doing it by myself. Have you ever seen me by myself? I get on here and I'm just rambling, just like, man, I can't do it by myself.
I bet you could.
We'll take a day off.
Hey, we got Rasputin in the house. Well, that's good to know. Thanks for sharing. You could pretend to be Josh. I am afraid to ask what that even looks like because I'm sure that it's funny, but I am afraid to ask what that looks like. That's a little on the scary side.
Real question though, Tots, do you already have the costume? Do you already have the outfit, or would you have to make it? Because that's going to help me decide whether or not I want to do the show.
I bet he does. It wouldn't surprise me one iota if he does.
It'd be worth seeing it.
It would. I would like to know. He has the clothes.
Creepy.
Says he would need to shave. Or you could just be me from a couple of months ago. Or heck, a couple of weeks ago for that matter. That would work too. So let's say, without further ado, we introduce our guest this week.
I'm excited about it. So I've been talking to this guy for a couple of weeks now, but I already feel like we're friends, and he's working on something really cool. I'm excited to see your reaction to it, everyone.
Yeah, I am also excited. Let's bring him on, the one, the only, Mr. Brian Petty. How are you, sir?
Hi, guys.
What's happening? How are you?
I'm very good. How are y'all?
Doing all right. Great. We are we're nerds, and so we like to do this whole nerd show. And one of the first things we like to do is quiz people on what kind of nerd are you?
Well, I'm not really a nerd, actually.
What?
What's that behind you? What's that piece of artwork behind you?
Well, that is Javelus. Javelus is an 18-inch young man who's a warrior in a comic book that I own.
Okay, so you're a nerd. So
pretty much.
Now tell us more about it.
Right. So the art behind me is Javelus. He comes along in the third issue of the story that I inherited. He is actually golden, but my family created him as a silver one in the background there.
Right on. So backtrack for us a little bit. You're talking about this comic book. Tell us your story. What do you mean?
Okay.
This is a fascinating story, you guys. This is super cool.
I have a second cousin, actually. I always treated him and called him as an uncle because he was my dad's age, way older than Jeremy and Josh. But he worked for Marvel. He then...
And what was his name?
His name, he wrote under Christopher Lindbergh Hanther Jr., but his real name was, James Paris Petty.
Wait, so he made that up as a pen name. That's a heck of a name to come up with.
It yes, absolutely.
Wow.
So he worked for Marvel in 1969 to 1970. He worked with Jack Kirby, and he moved back to the Mid-South, McNairy County, Tennessee. And for 50 years, he created his own comic book named Tundra.
That's a lot to unpack there. He worked at Marvel for a year, and he worked with Jack Kirby.
Correct.
That's amazing on its own. Holy cow.
I'm trying to pull some of the comics that he's worked on, but a lot of the comics that he worked on were a very good lesson in anatomy. So that's the easiest way to put it. So,
well, yeah, not safe for work would be the other way.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they weren't tasteless or anything. They just.
No, they're good.
Yeah, it's just. The 70s had a very different idea of how many naked people you can have on a cover and be cool.
Yeah. So in Big and Me real quick. I want to get in Big and. There we go. The artwork in these comics is like the pinnacle of this kind of 70s. What's the word I'm looking for? Like I'm digging through this looking for non-new.
It's that general style, yeah.
Yeah, the general style of the 70s. But
it's solid art. I mean, it's really good.
The story is also very good. You guys have described it, and other people have. It's Firefly meets Guardians of the Galaxy, John Carter of Mars. It's an amazing story. And my wife and I inherited it, and we're trying to remake it.
That's awesome. But you said he was doing that for 50 years. He was just on his own putting this comic out.
Correct.
That's incredible. I mean, he clearly loved it. Because you don't just do something for 50 years. You don't have to, unless you have to.
And he was never a big name comic artist. He went through several different publishers, printers, and things were kind of weird. He reprinted several things, and we've been going through all of it. There are 1,856 original art plates, and Jeremy showed you a few plates, but that's just in a reprint of a book. The original plates look like this right here.
Oh, wow.
They're that size.
So every page of these, you inherited every page of these, and it's got to fill rooms, is what I'm hearing. Like a comic itself would be like this.
Absolutely.
It does have that kind of 70s horror vibe, like not the actual story, but the artwork, like Creep, that kind of stylistic artwork. That is
it's
what I
see. Same level too. It's not just the style, but it's that same level. The artwork's really good.
It really is. Was he the artist too?
He was the artist and the story writer.
Wow.
So you're reviving this property that he worked on for 50 years. Yes. When does that become available for people?
The first issue will be hopefully available at the end of May. I have new page artists and sorry, I'm looking at my iPad right now. Hopefully end of May, 1st of June.
Rock on. Hey, Wheelchair Superhero. Good to see you, Kyle. How you doing, man?
So I posted this on my Facebook a little while ago, but I'm doing at least 2 of the covers for this too. He's got some really cool people on this. Some of them have already released their covers. I don't know what you want to show. but
yeah, it's not going to show up good on this. Yep.
If you tilt it tilt it forward.
No. Let's do it justice. Let me grab it. That one's online.
Do you have that one? Okay, you can pop that up on the screen.
Yeah.
That's
if
cool.
You can grab the Dragon Rock one. That's the first one.
Okay. What you guys talk for a second. It's going to take me just a second to get them all.
Yeah, no worries. So he passed away and left his intellectual property to you. Is that right?
That is correct. Yes. And
that's pretty darn cool.
Well, I didn't start out being a lover of. Well, I'm a nerd, but I wasn't really into comic books. No,
what other nerd stuff do you like?
He likes the Goonies.
Like I said, nerd stuff. Stuff that endears you to me.
Oh.
I like Boys. The Boys is good.
Right on.
Right.
Did you see the comment from the guy who plays the Deep in The Boys? He was like, after season 3, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get a job anywhere else doing anything else because apparently it's pretty rough.
I saw that.
He's like, yeah, I'm worried about my career.
That guy, he's one of those guys that like he's in so much, but you it's hard to pick out a thing that like he's the lead on. He'll get work. He'll forget.
Jeremy's concentration face while that's pretty funny.
I'm doing work over here, guys.
That's true. You're doing work. But yeah, so you I guess when did all this happen? When did this come into your hands, and when did you decide, that the right thing to do here is to resurrect this?
My second cousin James, he passed away December 1st. It was extremely unexpected. I'm very distracted by the fan that's blowing your hair.
Why does everybody always say that?
I have to.
This is for Alan. Alan requires me to look like a model at all times.
All right. So, yeah, he passed away December 1st, and we actually had no idea. We knew that he had a comic series from the 70s and 80s. We had no idea of the amount of art or the other things that were in the home. It wasn't until after he passed away, and he wasn't sick for a long time. It was pretty sudden, actually. It was a month from the time that we knew he was in bad health until the day that he passed away. So
I'm sorry about that, about you losing your.
Yeah, that stinks. But what prompted you to say, well, you know what? I think we need to. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this is number 1?
No, Dragon Rock, book 1 is number 1. That's actually Wizard Ring number 1. That's the
Dragon
book.
Rock?
That is.
Yeah, this is the one. That cover there, the other cover that you just popped up.
Where's the? Okay, so what's this come from? The 00711.
That is a 00711. It's the 7th book in the series, and it's the first print, first cover.
Okay. Right on. And then, so that makes this the 8th book.
Correct.
That's my favorite cover of the stuff that I've seen. That one's really, really good. And then
I definitely see a whole John Carter of Mars kind of vibe there. And then that other cover that you just flashed up, that one, there's definitely some Star Wars, Firefly, Game of Thrones kind of things happening here.
That one is just pencils. I thought I had sent you guys the full cover.
I just pulled that off Facebook. If you sent it to me, I can check for that too. But let's see. We can also show that on our. Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have it right here, so it's gonna be hard for me to get it right now. But I've seen the full cover for that, and it is also amazing. So, like I said, everyone, I'm working on those too, and I'm intimidated, but I'm trying
Don't
my
be
best.
intimidated. You've got this. You have got this.
So one thing about art, so like this is just the pencils, right? And then I was actually watching his podcast where he was talking about this is Scoot.
Scoot
Right?
Starnes, yes, that's correct.
I was watching his podcast where he was talking about working on this, and he just did the pencils, and then he had somebody else do the inks, and then he had somebody else do the colors. I did not know for a long time that I was actually any good at art. It's drawing, comic book stuff. And then I got to a point where I was like, I can't keep doing some of this that I do. So I started hiring people to color and those kind of things. And all of a sudden I was like, wait, this stuff is okay. My artwork is good. And you don't think about it when you see something like this. And maybe this person did everything, but that, it starts as this, and then there's a whole team of people working on it. And that's kind of the magic of art for me.
And if I can, that's just it. I didn't know anything about this 6 months ago. 6 months ago, I was just who I was, had no idea what I was doing. I went to a comic book store to sell some books that I also inherited and kind of got into it.
Yeah.
And then I said, hey, I have this stuff that was my second cousin's. And I said, it's really, really cool, but how do I do this? What do I do? And so they helped me and bought some books for cheap. And then I learned, and it's been a process. I'm still learning, but it's been a process. Yes, it is. You do your thing and somebody else does their thing. And then we have to have somebody to color pages.
Yeah.
So what made you decide you wanted to redo all of this and bring it back out and revive it instead of just letting it go? What clicked in your brain and said, I need to revive this property?
I feel like he never got all of the respect that he deserved while he was alive. I feel like his art and his story is very good, and it deserves a chance to make it again.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's the kind of thing that you wish for, like, that somebody can make your legacy endure, and give it a second shot. That's awesome. That's really cool. I'm glad you did that. And for anybody who's wondering, we will have these at the store as soon as they come available. So you can pick them up there. That'll be awesome.
I'll sign every cover but the one I'm doing. So
we were hoping that end of May would be the first issue relaunch. It may be 1st of June. So
either way, we'll have it at the shop. When it's ready to go, we're going to have it.
You can't rush all this.
Yeah.
No, you cannot. Well, you can. You're just not going to get a very good product.
Yeah.
Here's your stick figures. Good day, sir.
So, Brian, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Brian, you said you're not really that big a nerd, so you're going to be at a huge disadvantage today for today's show. So, sorry about that. But do you want to check out what you can win?
Before we do that, I wanted to let everybody know he's going to be at the Expo next week, too.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He's going to have a table at the Expo, so you can swing by and take a look at some of this stuff. He's going to have some of the ginormous prints and all kind of things, and you can take a look at some of the preview copies and stuff. So, yeah, swing by his table at the Expo, take a look.
And he's not going to just have his stuff. He's also going to have like CGC copies of huge books that you're going to want to just see, and lightsabers, and you're going to want to just check out his booth anyway.
I didn't know there were going to be lightsabers. There's going to be lightsabers?
Wait, what?
Did you make a decision with the lightsabers?
Sticks? The sticks with lights?
That works too.
Stick.
Oh, yeah, I think we're going to have some of those. What was it? Star Trek?
Yeah. Wait, Trek Wars.
Trek Wars. Yeah. We're going to have some Trek Wars sticks and other stuff. Yes.
That's awesome. I dig that. But yeah, let's take a look at the prize cam and see what prizes we're going to have for today.
All right.
That's always fun.
So we've got some cool stuff. Starting left to right, we're going to have our sticker pack. As always, we've got a free comic book cleaning and pressing coupon. CBCP is going to be at the Expo, so if you picked this up this week or you've picked it up in the past, go see them and get one of the books that you love pressed. We've got a comic book pack there. We also have this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 100 City at War variant by Kevin Eastman. He's going to be at the Expo, so you can go ahead and get that signed too. We do have a Harry Potter bag. I picked this up out of the prize bin because it had been there for over a month. If this is yours, please let me know, and I will exchange this for another one. This was made by
Ravenclaw. That's awesome.
We do have 2 other ones, so please, please, please don't let me give your stuff away if you still want it, but it's been over a month. We do have our ubiquitous Feely balls there. And with those this week, you are going to win a Sideshow exclusive I Love New York or I Stan Lee New York, sideshow.com, NYCC New York Comic Con pin. So that's very cool. I'll tell you the story of that when we get there. This week we have a Tom Price sketch cover on X-Men Schism. And then, Josh, you're going to have to tell us about this. This is a signed Wonder Woman comic.
Yep, signed by Cliff Chiang, the artist. The penciler. Cool book.
Right on. So a lot of cool stuff this week. And if you don't like it, let somebody else win it or win it for them. Or what are you doing if you're not a nerd? But find some stuff to love if you're not a nerd. There's all kinds of cool stuff. Like maybe we'll do some anime on question 3. Maybe we will. Or Ninja Turtles. That's what maybe it is. Who knows? All right, back to the show.
Looks like he's got a lightsaber.
It's just a Star Trek thing.
That's awesome. I would hit Jeremy with that.
Yeah, I've hit kids with that.
Strike me down, I become stronger.
Fair enough.
Cool coffee warmer.
Yeah, it just melts everything as you stir it in. It's great.
All right, Brian, you feeling the mood? Ready to play the game?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Ready as you'll ever be?
Yeah, sure. Ready as I'll ever be. Let's do it.
All right. Question 1. You have the opportunity to win our sticker pack. And whenever I get stickers, I throw them in there. This one that you can't read says compost happens. It is by my local composting service. So you can't read it, but you're gonna love having a sticker.
I can read it.
Okay, and then you'll have in this some Haven comic stickers. Actually, one of them is a magnet, and you can throw that up on your fridge. And then you've got 2 stickers by me. Both of them are demons. I draw a lot of demon stuff. And one by Sticker Ninja, because that's who I use to print my stickers.
On Easter weekend, you're giving away demons.
What'd you say?
On Easter weekend, you're giving away demons.
Well, one of them looks nice.
All right, cool.
Are they related, those 2 guys? Because they don't look related.
I don't think so. No.
They're from your head. You should know.
Then not hereditarily. Okay. What legendary Western actor played crime boss Carl Grissom in Tim Burton's Batman? I didn't remember this character existed.
One of the best. Dude lived forever, and he could still do push-ups.
If he could still do push-ups?
No, he could, man. He was old, and he could still do push-ups. He was incredible. Like one-armed push-ups.
I always envy people who can do one-arm push-ups and look cool doing it. So I can do one-arm push-ups, and I look like a fool. I hate it. It's the worst.
Go ahead and do one now.
He smoked cigars.
Yes, often.
Yes, he did.
Jack Palance.
Correct.
Nailed it. Are you
yes,
cheating?
Sir. He was also in The Legend of Curly's Gold, the City Slickers and City Slickers 2.
Yes, he was.
His first big role was playing the bad guy in the classic film Shane, which led him wearing a lot of black hats for Hollywood. Is that where that comes from? The black hat as a bad guy?
Yep.
Probably.
Actually, it comes from way earlier, but
I don't know. I wasn't around.
Yep. But there you go. Right out of the gate, you won. That's awesome.
I give it back.
I'll see you next week, so you can save all the stuff. Also, if anybody gets stuff from an artist, don't give it away in front of them. Wait till they turn around. Wait till they're not there.
That just sounds like a good life lesson.
Yeah.
Like you said, we'll see you next week, so you can give me more of your stuff. We're on a web show.
Yeah, you just got to win it, and then I'll give it to you next week. So, well, yeah, you don't have to worry about it because you're not local. Okay, and then for question 2, we're going to win these Feely balls, everybody's favorite, and that I. Stanley New York pen.
You said you're. Oh crap! I don't know if Hulk is the right guy to go to for psychiatric help. Wow. I would pay to read that story, though.
All right, I want to win that.
These balls, price came if you'll zoom in. They have these Marvel erasers, and they're goofy. They're real goofy. That's the Hulk.
I just want those two.
Management.
you got 3 random ones. You can either win those 2, or maybe the other ones are more fun. You don't even know. So.
No.
Now you said you were going to tell us the story behind that I. Stan Lee New York pin.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
You totally did.
I don't know if I still have. I do have the picture. Let me grab it real quick. I was in a group. I couldn't keep up with it, but I was in a group where you constantly tried to win Sideshow collectibles, and one of the let me find it real quick. One of the challenges was you had to create your own Spider-Man villain, and it had to be animal themed. So I had to dig around. I had a very short period of time. I had to dig around and get a cosplay, throw it together for an animal themed costume. Give me 2 seconds. Let me find it. Who was I in that group with?
Corbin.
Yeah. No, I gave it to Corbin. I'm sorry, I should have prepped for this. This was my favorite, and you guys will appreciate it. It is worth the 2-minute wait here.
I'm giddy with anticipation over what in the world you came up with for this.
So I didn't win the challenge. It's random that they gave this to me. I think they gave it to me because they liked what I did. I just got to find it real quick. Oh, man. Okay. Go on, ask the question. I'm going to find it.
All right. So for the gelatinous Feely balls and the cool pin, you have to cast your mind back to multipass. Multipass. In the fifth element, what is the name of the vacation cruise ship that Corbin Dallas wins a trip on? It's a tough one.
Oh, no, it's not. Because it's Lilu Dallas Multipass. Yep.
What is the name of the cruise ship?
Oh, come on. Chris, he's on there, and there's Floston something. Paradise.
You are correct. It is the Fluston Paradise. It's a vacation cruise ship for the rich and powerful. At least at the beginning, it gets destroyed. So it's spoilers.
It does get destroyed. It's
Brian, you're doing it.
1997. So
You and the audience both won another prize for this one. It's that. That was the cobbled cosplay that I just threw together to create the seahorse, which is what won me that little I Stanley New York pen.
That is wrong.
The seahorse.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. That was worth it. We need to keep that one handy because that's terrible.
you literally wore that?
Yeah, that's me in that costume. I made the prize cam get up and stop working. I busted in there and was like, you need to help me put this together. So she took this photo. So whenever you wear that pin, know that I debased myself to get it.
I will wear that pin very proudly. Next week.
And then tell people that story and print out that picture and show it to them and say, a grown man did this to win this pin.
All right. For question 3, we invite on one of the best parts of the show. It's Wyatt.
What up?
Big Wool! What's happening?
What's happening? I'm not at a baseball field this week, so that's always great.
You were just on location last week.
That's right. I was like a reporter, like Lois Lane or Jimmy Olsen. I'll go with Jimmy. I'll go with Jimmy because I don't have the legs to be. Yeah, I don't have the legs to be Lois. So
I don't know.
Also gone with Superman.
See, that's why you're a host on this show, Jeremy. I definitely just completely made myself a side character. So
how are you?
Man, it's good. I'm getting over a cold, but we're having fun, man. Getting ready for Easter. Got some family coming down, and yeah, that's about it. We had a really fun talk yesterday. There are a lot of the Haven folks there. We talked about if you could live anywhere in any kind of like fictional universe or world, where would you live? So so that's what we talked about, and it was pretty cool, funny.
You know, I thought your better half's answer to that was dead on.
Yes,
the pleasure planet of Risa from the Star Trek universe.
Yeah,
hard to go wrong with that.
I asked her, I was like, what kind of pleasure are you looking for? Like, what's happening here?
Whatever it is, it's all there.
So yeah, man, that was funny. And then like I didn't know, so she immediately pulled up YouTube and things like that. So yes, yeah. Cyclops got some heat yesterday. But nobody wanted to live in Gotham also. Or no one wanted to live in New York in the Marvel universe because you're always gonna have high rent and they're always going to be having construction. So nobody wanted to live there.
That's cool that you got a lot of crossover with the Haven audience.
Good. It was really fun. Alan had some choice words about. He said no to the Marvel universe just because there's X-Men there. So, so I was just. I mean, to each its own.
That's kind of the nature of the X-Men comic in a nutshell, isn't it? People like Alan trying to keep them down. So
that's what I've always said.
All right, so you have brought another great wall scroll for us. If the prize cam will prep it.
I forget who it was that said, I think maybe it was Travis Goodwin. He said the Shire from Lord of the Rings. He's not wrong. The Shire would be amazing. Oh, wow, look at that.
I love this.
I love Ninja Turtles, man. So I figured, hey, you guys can get some of this Ninja Turtle love too.
Go get that sucker signed by Kevin Eastman.
Yes, right? That would be really awesome to do. So yeah, that's what we got for you today. Self-explanatory. Just be badass like the Ninja Turtles. So I got the question. You ready for it?
He's got the question.
So what is the name of the mountain that hides Earth's? All right, hold on. I'm sorry.
I'm throwing him off.
You singing just had me. I was looking at the question. I was like, and I heard, and I could just only picture you just being like this.
He's got the question.
There we go. So that's where
that's right.
You just rock out there. So, what is the name of the mountain that hides the Earth's Stargate in Stargate SG-1?
Oh, it's the one in Colorado. Colorado.
Is Colorado the name of the mountain?
No. Where it's at.
Who do you think you are? He's working this out he's working this out in his head.
Okay. We'll let him give him some time to work it out.
I mean, it's on the
Brian, you still with us?
Oh, Brian locked up.
I'm going to give up on that one.
Oh, now you're back. You locked up. You were frozen with your arm like this for a while.
I'm going to give up.
You got to name something. That's one rule of the show. You got to say anything.
Colorado.
Colorado Mountain.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. The correct answer that
we have one in the chat. Don't give it away to him yet.
Oh man! Oh, he can't see the chat. Let me check.
Okay.
Or maybe you can.
Say the right answer.
I can only see private chat.
I think we do. We do have the right answer.
My favorite answer is this one. That big mountain over there.
Some of the answers we did get were Silver Peak, Rocky Mountains, Crystal Mountain, and then the right answer, Cheyenne Mountain.
Yes,
Cheyenne. You know what I think would be really awesome? And Jeremy, I'm going to have to talk to you about the logistics of it. Can I build my house into a mountain so therefore I can hollow it out and make it a bat cave?
What's stopping you? In Huntsville, people do that. They just they call them crawl spaces.
Case in point, a friend of mine, I go over to her house for a rehearsal. We have a small choir group is meeting there to rehearse, right? We go over there, and her husband is like, dude, you've got to see my Lego room. I'm like, okay, cool. He opens the door to what used to be a little coat closet in the hallway, and it is now a staircase going down into the basement he dug under the house.
Safe.
Huh.
And it's a full basement.
Well,
which
that sounds...
he's an engineer's engineer, right? So he knows better than everybody, I'm sure. But all the walls are lined with what looked like aluminum foil, which made my antenna go up, right? But that's for insulation purposes. And then he has all of their HVAC, ductwork, and all that stuff super insulated. But then in the middle of the room is just this massive free-for-all of Lego tables.
Like the Lego movie?
Yes. It was incredible. But he literally dug out from the hall closet. Like, if I told my wife I wanted to dig a hole under my house, she would check me into the local psychiatric ward immediately.
The only question I have about the story is this choir group. Do you guys sing sea shanties?
Been known to.
I'm just wondering. Because
I've sung my fair share of sea shanties. Wait, try saying that one 3 times fast.
Yeah.
My fair share of sea shanties.
The Wellerman. I'm telling you, that's my jam right there. So
yeah. I have a question about that. So he dug from a closet.
Yep.
On the house.
Yep.
And if you know anything about our area, it doesn't matter where you are, it's all rock. So a lot of people live like basically on a mountain.
Which he does live on the mountain, by the way.
Yeah. So he dug into just straight rock. Wyatt, I've seen that. One time, right next to the University of Huntsville. What is the
UH?
Yeah. There was a house. We went downstairs and we opened a closet, and I swear on everything, it was a wall of dirt. Just dirt. It was an open door to just dirt. Just like half to my waist, and you could just see.
So they they started, and then they was like, "Nah, forget it, fam. I'm not doing it."
Somebody was like, "I'm doing my own back cave. I'm doing whatever Josh's friend is." Nope.
No. So, all right. So my goal is if I ever like really make it like stupid money, like Scrooge McDuck, I'm definitely buying a mountain, and then I'm hollowing it out back cave, and then I'll have it where old Adam West style, where I just go down a pole. It's gonna be a long, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. That's what
I'm interested. I hope we're still friends at that point, so I get to see it.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have.
My wife brought up an interesting question. So, if you're going down a pole to get there, how you get back up?
I'm gonna have an elevator. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have all that stuff. So.
At the bottom of the pole is a little platform with a hole in the middle of it that's got it's like a cherry picker thing underneath, so it just zzz back up.
I didn't think about the logistics of it, man. Just let me have a moment, man. You don't.
He's got to get real strong. He's got to crawl back up the pole.
That's how you do it. I mean,
I'm a swimming wife's money.
That's what I'm saying. Scrooge McDuck. So.
You could be the king under the mountain.
Mm-hmm. Now,
under the misty mountains cold.
And
there you go.
We talk about this every now and then. It is my understanding. Where is it? Don't get mineral rights. It's my understanding when you buy a house, you get the rights. So like you've got covenants or whatever, but it's I mean, you have air rights up to wherever the government takes over, and you have right to the land underneath you. So
all the way to China,
if you ever want to. What'd you say, Josh?
All the way to China.
Yeah, and then you get whatever house is down there too.
Well,
that's a sweet deal.
Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna start digging tomorrow. So see what I get going from there.
If you want to get in on Wyatt's Nerd Conversations, you can go to facebook.com, join the BS.
Yes.
And he does a similar thing to us, only is a lot more fun because he doesn't have me and Josh bickering about the Goonies. So,
well, plus I'm going to say that it's not as fun because y'all don't get nothing. But you get my personality along with all the other members of the BS. So that's the fun part.
That's a prize on its own right there.
Man, we have so much fun there, and I like having everybody, even including you guys from Haven, just to come in. It was hilarious yesterday. Real quick story, real quick though, because at the beginning of the live event, like I said, I've been fighting a cold, and I just sneezed something horrendous. It was horrible and just nasty all at the same time. And then I found out if you say elephant before you sneeze, repeating it, it makes you not want to sneeze. So fun fact of the day.
Really?
I've been doing it like Natalie's been like, why are you chanting for an elephant? And I was just like, I'm trying not to sneeze. So definitely kind of just try it.
I have watched your podcast.
Man, I'm glad, man. You got to come on and talk with us too.
Will do.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with these dudes, man. They're just pure fun.
So, and we'll also be at the Expo next weekend too. We're gonna have a community booth. So we'll see you guys there, and I get to hang out with all my favorite friends.
Sounds good.
Exciting.
All
right. Well, I'm gonna play your awesome video. We look forward to seeing you in person next week at the Expo.
Awesome.
All right, we'll see you there.
Best video we do. That one's amazing.
Huh?
So jealous.
Of his video?
Yeah. It's super
I think
cool.
he's got a really great video too. Speaking of, our next sponsor has a pretty cool video as well. A lot of great
I love all the old school comic art on that. I love the Zap Bam Pow kind of business there. I love the 4-color dots, like the old school comic book color. I love that.
I think that perfectly hits the vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of what he's doing, this prize is a $20 gift certificate to get comics cleaned or pressed. So you can take an older comic and make some more money off of it. Say you've got an old Tandra collection, and Brian, didn't you say that these were too big to get graded?
Oh no, that one's not. But this one is.
Is that
That's an original.
Is that a treasury size book?
It's bigger than that. This is a reprint.
Wow.
It looks like a treasury size book there, or maybe a golden age at least. Yeah, that's awesome. Because treasuries are huge.
Well, anyway,
yes. I have some treasuries that I'm bringing to Huntsville. Some major treasuries.
That's
You've
exciting.
got Superman and Muhammad Ali.
I have several older ones. Superman,
Nice.
yes.
The Superman Muhammad Ali treasury is like the big treasury everybody's always looking for.
I don't think I have that, but I can show you one. That's not magazine size. No.
Exciting. Okay.
What he had was magazine size. That was magazine size.
Got it. All right. Yeah. Question number 4 from CBCP. All we have to do is think back to Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I know you got that. You've got that in your head. Why does it have to be snakes? What was the name of the vault/tomb that the Ark of the Covenant was hidden in? I know you know. And Jeremy is going to post the question in the comments.
Yes, I am. Let me get it there.
Oh,
what was the name of the city? First of all, start there and work your way through it. Or start at the country. You know what the country was?
Egypt.
Right?
Maybe not. Okay. Egypt is right.
Yeah.
Cairo. Cairo? Not Cairo?
Not Cairo. No. They knew where Cairo was. They had to find the city, remember?
Mhm.
Stacy, you're in timeout.
I would go with that, but I don't think it's right.
Tots is helping you out here. It's Tanis.
Tanis, Egypt. Okay.
Yep.
And the cave or the tomb?
That right. The vault, the tomb, where they hid the ark inside Tanis. The minute you hear this, you're going to shoot yourself because you know it.
The tomb of Christ?
That would be way after the Lost Ark. So you got to think earlier than that.
The tomb of Moses?
Timing is pretty good there, yeah. That would be slightly after Moses, though.
The tomb of Abraham?
He preceded Moses, but it's not a person's name. A hint from Jay that he posted in here is this, if that helps any.
The tomb of the souls?
You're close.
That's all I
So
got.
close. So close.
So,
Do we actually have a correct answer in here? Or is everybody just goofing off? Oh, there's one way up there. Okay.
I did. Okay, yeah. That's way up there. And I don't see anybody else
just
even
threw it
trying.
out there, but yeah, it's the Well of Souls. Do you
So
remember
Todd
that?
picked up this CBC
Yeah.
gift card.
yes.
The minute you hear it, you're like, curses! Foiled again.
Right. Yeah. Well, it was a tomb
True.
of souls.
That's a good point. What did the monkey eat that was poisoned?
Yeah, you should have known that.
Yep, that was a good one. Yep. What did the monkey eat that was poisoned? Good question.
Is that a bonus question?
It was from the audience. Alan was throwing that over to Tots. Bad dates.
Okay, so you've got a good run going. One off question does not undo you. But the next one, you get to regroup. You get to get back to your center because it is just for the audience. I know you've been watching the show for a while now, so you always have a chance to win here on question 5. It is our Canadian question. This time I had the pleasure of writing it, which means that I just asked the prize cam and she gave me a real classy one. So get ready.
Oh, a classy question. That's going to be such a new thing for us.
So for this, you get to win not only glory and honor, but also $25 in riches at Haven Comics, donated to the show by Jeremy Renaud, the realtor, which is also me, the person. So I just have this on my phone.
I don't know. The realtor gets really good reviews on Facebook.
Did you see that new one where that woman said I was one of the sweetest souls that's ever lived or whatever?
You clearly didn't talk to her about Batman.
Your name.
What'd you say, Brian?
I was wondering how to pronounce your name. I was trying to tell Brandy about it. It's like Brian now.
That's actually, you got it right. You just mash it together, Branagh.
Bro.
But Robin is I helped her sell her house, and just super sweet. I could not have ever imagined a review like that before I got it.
But
Okay.
like I said, you must not have ever talked to her about Batman.
For most of the time when I'm doing real estate, I don't throw out my hot takes on Batman. Sometimes it depends. I try and match the energy of the person I'm with, but Batman's, I was about to say he sucks. He's complicated. He deserves respect, but I don't think that he's a Superman character. Anyway, which Canadian Prime Minister won the Nobel Peace Prize?
A Canadian Prime Minister won the Nobel Peace Prize, huh?
Mm-hmm. Which
Oh,
Canadian?
We have a dog. Who's the dog?
Not the Canadian Prime Minister.
Are you
Has this
sure?
dog won a Nobel Peace Prize?
Is the dog's name Trudeau?
Her name is actually Khaleesi.
Very close.
Ah. So she is the ruler. Although Khaleesi's not going to win any peace prizes, I don't think. That's not going to win.
That dog is mad at you for talking crap about it. I think that Tots is Canadian. You got it right. Give me the full name, though, Tots. I want to see. I mean, you're going to win no matter what. I just want to know.
Who is Peasron?
Faux Canadian.
Pearson.
It is Pearson.
He spelled it.
Oh, whatever.
He spelled it correctly.
Pearson.
He spelled it correctly 2 spots down, but I just wondered who Peasron was.
I didn't even catch that. Look at that. That man is on fire. He knows it.
How did he know that? I didn't even know that.
I don't know. Tots knows everything about Canada. He's got a degree in Canadian history. So.
My Canada.
Doing great, Tots. Brian,
I'm not
you
sure
would have
what
won that, I know.
with Canada and Alabama.
What'd you say?
I'm not sure what the connection is between Canada and Alabama.
Canada is where all of the best stuff comes from. Every one of the best people on earth, like the prize cam, comes from
Okay.
Canada.
Yeah, we imported the prize cam so we could have the best.
Yes. Best of the best. No offense to any other person that's not from Canada, but
But you're not as good.
From Canada.
I personally think that we overlook a lot of what comes out of Canada. Some of the most influential people in media come out of Canada, and it's just the Canadian culture is so kind of intermingled with United States culture that we don't take the time to highlight it. Wave the Canadian
We get
flag.
a lot of water from Canada.
Huh?
Water. We get a lot of water from Canada.
And
Canada
water
mist.
rules, right?
Flows down.
I just thought you meant Canada Mist or Canadian Mist. That's those little
I just
bracketing
assumed we
shaped
were talking
bottles.
about the water cycle, how it evaporated up there and came down here.
Yes.
Right on. I'm all about it. Give me that water. I gotta survive. Okay.
Arctic blast.
For question 6, you can win this 6 variant prize pack. You're gonna have Infinity War, X Force, and X of Swords variants there. With variant covers, you can get really incredibly cool options. I'm really into that Arachnite, so.
Yeah, that Infinity Wars where they did the mashups of 2 different characters together, and they mixed up Spider-Man and Moon Knight into the Arachnite. Freaking awesome. They also mixed up, if you go up just a little bit, I didn't care for the Captain America Stephen Strange. That was weird. But the Ghost Rider Black Panther, that is sick.
That is a very natural, fun thing to explore because that's awesome. Although that Panther should be on fire, so small.
It doesn't have wheels.
He's got fiery eyes. There we go.
Close enough. And then they mixed Thor and Iron Man. That one seemed weird to me. But no, that was a particularly fun cover. You cut away from the prize cam, and now we have to go back. There we go, prize cam. I'm sorry he was rude to you. There you go. Thor and Iron Man together as one person.
That's
called
cool.
Iron Hammer. That was weird. And then scroll down just a smidge. Who is that there? That was the Wolverine X-23 and
23.
Scarlet Witch, I think.
Yeah.
And she got some henna done before the wedding on just that one part of her leg, like you do. And her, oh, you're right, her shoulders, right? Because that's what people do.
I gotta admit that one's kind of a stupid costume, personally.
But yeah, that Arachnite, what a fun mashup. That was really
Yeah.
cool. I enjoyed that. What are these? These guys are talking about stuff nobody knows except for their own weird little corner of the universe.
What's this, Brian?
Ghost Spider, Spider
You're
Gwen.
muted.
Yeah, you're on mute.
I'll throw
There you
in
go.
this.
Oh, wow. Throwing in a Spider Gwen cover. Or Spider Gwen
cool.
book. That's awesome.
You're throwing it into the prize pack?
Yes.
If you win, do you get to keep it?
I think he does. All right. So for
Justin
these
needs a
awesome
prize.
prizes, plus a bonus prize from the man who has the chance to win, here you go. Brian, what does He-Man say out loud when he wants to change back to Prince Adam for
By
some
the
reason?
power of Grayskull.
That's
Well,
when he
what he
turns
says
it
to change
into.
from Prince Adam to He-Man, but he has to say something to change back the other way.
No, he doesn't.
According to Owen Anderson, who very thankfully writes our questions every week, he is the absolute best. He-Man does have to say one thing to return.
Does anybody else wonder why he would?
Time, Brian.
Crash, you're here. Are you? We look forward to having you on camera eating your deep dish pizza from Jeremy.
You got to film yourself eating an entire pizza now.
All in one go, yeah.
Wait. So he says,
By the power of Grayskull. That's to go that way, but to come this way, he
Right.
says something else.
I have the power.
We got a right answer right away, so I think that this is a thing that, like,
Yeah. Somebody knew it, but then
maybe it's not in the cartoon.
that person knows everything.
Owen, are you around? Where is this guy? Is this just in the comic? Is this in the movies? Movie?
No, it would just be in the cartoon. That's all I know is the cartoon from when I was like 5.
Well, that means you got to give up that Spider-Gwen. It is Let the Power Return.
Oh,
Is he the first person that said this?
that's retarded. That is retarded.
That's what he said. I'm still trying to figure why he would want to change from He-Man to Prince Adam.
Well,
Sometimes he's got to let the power take a nap, right?
What's the advantage?
he doesn't have to wear all that crap.
That's fair.
He gets to put clothes back on.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this fur loincloth. This thing itches. Let the power return.
My mom doesn't remember it being in the cartoon. Little known fact, she is a historian of the He-Man cartoon. That is her main focus in academia.
Fascinating. He changes back to Prince Adam so he can get into small spaces. So he can fit in his car.
Or on the regular Battle Cat.
I loved He-Man when I was watching the cartoon, but don't remember a single damn thing about it. So I have the power is all I would know. That's a deep cut for me too. I was an Orko guy. Any other Orko?
Oh, that
fans?
explains a lot.
I still have a little pullback Orko toy.
I'm still trying to get over Jeremy admitting out loud I was an Orko guy. I was an Orko man.
He probably likes
Of all the characters, you chose Orko.
Orko's cool.
He was cool.
He is a Jawa with the sorting hat. He is not cool.
He's kind of cool. I mean, look at Jeremy's hat.
Agree to
wears-
disagree.
He wears his first initial on his shirt so he can find it because he loses it at school.
He probably likes Slimer too.
Slimer is also cool. I love Slimer.
They're pretty
Now-
much the same.
Did you know that Orko's name was originally supposed to be Gorko? And he was supposed to have a G on the front of his shirt, but they realized, no lie, they realized that if they did that, they couldn't reuse footage and turn it around the other way to have him running in the other direction.
Oh,
So they made it an O because it worked either direction.
oh, that's a good reason.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know, Jared is a good guy, but he is wrong about this, Stacy. Wait. I still have all the He-Man wall plaques.
What are wall plaques?
They were plastic. I mean, they're exactly what you said. They're wall plaques, but they're plastic. There's one of like every main character, and we all had them like up in our rooms.
Who is we all?
I have 3 brothers.
And your mom had her.
Yeah, my mom had the He-Man one up in her room.
Your mom had that? That's cool.
Oh, I'm kidding.
But they don't have their initials on them.
Hey, I have a child that
They
wants
might.
to say hi.
Awesome.
We got plenty of kids.
Yeah, we've got tons of
Hola.
kids.
What?
Pop-Tarts. I love Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, me too.
Did you bring me Pop-Tarts?
Nope.
I'm so disappointed in you right now.
Who
She
are
could have
you?
brought Pop-Tarts.
You're on live TV.
No, it doesn't make sense. They're all bad, but I'm cute.
Look at her tattoo.
I can't believe you're notarized.
She's notarized.
Awesome.
Oh, Jeremy's a notary public. He can. Did you have to do that thing where they stamp you and it's got the leaves the imprint?
Yes, that's what they did today.
That sounds really painful.
Too. And so she got notarized.
Oh, man.
You know, I don't think I've ever been notarized. Am I even legal?
We'll take care of that next week.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
thank
can
God.
notarize you. It is not going to be fun or comfortable for either of us.
I got an appointment today. What's happening? I got to get notarized. Wow, look at those things.
This is what we're talking about. They're
Cool
still
dude,
cool.
cool dude, and Orko.
You know what? I still like this. Mom,
course
if
you
you
do.
have these, I would put these up in the garage. I love those.
In the garage.
Yeah. I got to be an adult. I don't get to have, well, you know what? The world has changed.
You have plenty of space up there between the ceiling fan and the lights and the
Yeah, putting
chandelier.
that inside that little vaulted ceiling, you could just put stuff all the way around there.
Next time I'll have these hanging up over there on that wall.
I'm gonna quit this show.
Does he at least get a room to put his stuff in?
I have an office.
Oh,
put all my
okay.
stuff in the
He
office.
just chooses not to use the office. I see. He doesn't want us seeing his free pizza sign anymore. I get it.
I haven't put the time and attention into getting my office a-okay, so we'll see one day. All right. So for question 7, you are playing for. I want to know about this eating competition. For question
Me too.
7, we are playing for Ninja Turtles number 100, City at War. This is the Kevin Eastman variant. This is like a graphic novel. This thing is thick. But
That is
if
a big
you-
book.
Yeah, if you have the opportunity to see him next week, go ahead and get him to sign it. The end. It's rad. Big Ninja Turtles Day.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Speaking of Ninja Turtles variants, Josh, you still have this one up at the store, right?
Yes, I do. Yes,
So this
we
is
do.
Specifically as a variant for the Expo.
Yep.
Think just Josh and Jeremy Long at the Expo. That's the only place you can get this. So
Correct.
super limited.
You can actually get it on the HSV website.
Yeah, the
HSV.
Expo website, but that's through Jeremy. Yeah, that's the Expo website. Yep, it's pretty impressive.
It is very awesome.
Okay.
Hang on,
What's the question?
I didn't
We
know
keep
there
doing
was such a
about this
thing.
eating thing.
Wait, I was on ESPN2 eating crystals.
What? What is happening?
Dude, I can snarf down some crystals.
Oh man. If it got me on ESPN, I would eat crystals too. Okay. Question 7 is typically a real estate question, which means that it is about a place that is typically real. Sometimes it's not, and sometimes it's just not about a place, and we switch it up, and nobody knows why. So it is brought to you by Jeremy Bernal, the realtor. That's me. I actually knew this one. In what state does the gang from Aqua Teen Hunger Force reside?
New Jersey.
Nailed it. Did you
Sorry.
know
Nailed
that?
it.
Or did they just seem like they'd be from New Jersey?
No.
Either of those is a good answer.
I watched that. I have all the DVDs, every single season.
Right on. I loved that show.
Me too. And here's a funny story. Like one of the characters, you have it? Sorry, my prize cam left. She's like, nope. But she showed me a thing, and we actually have stickers. And I thought that it was Aqua Teen Hunger Force stealing some of Tandra's stuff, but it wasn't. It's an art troll that looks like the milkshake from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I had the hardest time following that because I never watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force in my life.
Okay, so a character from Tandra, is it Tandra or Tandra? Tandra?
Tandra.
A character from Tandra looks like the milkshake from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yes. Yes, I know. Hang on.
Oh, I need to see this. Master Shake is amazing. If I was a character from any TV show, it would be Master Shake. Name a better one.
I don't know who Master Shake is, so I don't know.
Well, that face is very, very judgmental then.
Yeah, it sounds weird. Hey, hang on, we need them big in you, yeah.
That's a milkshake?
No, it's a troll. It's an art troll.
Okay, okay.
But when I first saw it in black and white, I thought it was Master Shake.
That's true. That's true.
Josh has
Interesting.
never seen Aqua Teen Hunger Force, so I got to find a picture. Is Josh alone here, or is Aqua Teen Hunger Force not as big as I thought it was?
It used to be very big. I loved it.
I'm familiar with the name. I've heard the name.
Oh, come on.
I've never seen an episode.
I'm grabbing a picture right now. I keep getting hit with these WPEG files. Ugh.
Those things stink. You can't open them.
Yep. What's the point of the internet if I can't steal? Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen pictures of these people.
I'm the milkshake. That's my personality.
So you bring all the boys to the yard?
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah. Master Shake is the dumbest guy. Yeah, absolutely. Master Shake is the dumbest guy ever. He's always going out doing stupid stuff, and he's like, "Hey, come get some cool stuff." Yep. And Meatwad is retarded. I'm so sorry.
Meatwad is literally non-functioning. So
His
like,
name is Meatwad. I mean,
yeah,
what
it's
else do you expect?
Developmentally disabled.
And who are the evil French fries? Because they're clearly evil.
Oh
that guy's
no!
not evil. That guy is very kind and loving. I gotta admit, it does look similar.
Yep, that it does.
That's from 1973.
Is that a sketch cover?
No, it's actually the cover from 19.
No, they didn't do sketch covers back then, dude.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I didn't think we even did a
The
question
concept
on
didn't exist. This is just a minimalist cover, and that image is what's on it.
Crazy. You know what? I forgot we were doing a show. I was just enjoying this conversation. Okay.
Well, apparently I am alone in this whole Aqua Teen Hunger Force thing, so good for me.
We'll catch up.
What's our prize for question number 8?
It happens. It happens. Okay. Question number 8. This is a Harry Potter bag. This was made by Christine May. As the prize cam will illustrate, it is an actual functioning bag. I wish she was here because she's amazing. She's a low-key sponsor of the show. Like every other episode, we got something great from her. This one was in the prize box for over a month, so I'm assuming that it is not something that somebody wants to pick up. If you are going to pick it up, you have to tell me right now. Otherwise, the winner of the next question is going to get this Ravenclaw Harry Potter bag. So.
All right. Question
Kim?
number 8. That is a dope bag, Kim. You are correct. It's super cool. Okay. Question number 8. What Oscar-winning director wrote the 1995 sci-fi film Strange Days, but insisted that his most recent ex-wife direct it instead?
Strange Days.
What Oscar-winning director wrote the film, but insisted that his ex-wife direct it?
Strange Days was about 1999.
Apparently it was 1995.
Well, it was not.
Okay.
Strange Days. There may have been a different one, but the Strange Days that I'm thinking of was about the turn of the century for 1999 to 2000.
Who directed it? The one you're
James
thinking
of. James Cameron.
Talking about the same movie.
Hey, James Cameron did not direct it. He wrote it, but he insisted that his wife direct it. But the answer to the question was James Cameron.
Who directed?
His ex-wife, the person he insisted.
Why is he insisting? If she just did it.
She was really good. Her name was Catherine Bigelow, and she went on to win the Oscar in 2008 for The Hurt Locker.
I'm going to start insisting that you're the owner of Haven Comics.
Well, I am. So you don't really have to insist. That's just how it is.
Who were the actors? Sorry.
Oh, Prize Cam's informing me of what we're actually talking about. So he told her, you have to do this. This is the right thing. This is okay. I get it.
He wrote it and said, this is a really good thing for you. This suits your style. You should direct it.
I understand. It didn't take me too long. Just a while. She's the first female director to win an Oscar. That's pretty amazing.
For Best Picture, yeah.
Yeah. Hurt Locker was a really good. Loved it. Okay.
I just scared my dogs with that sneeze.
Don't let your dog bark too loud, or it's gonna. I've got like a gang of dogs that just rove around barking in my neighborhood. So Okay. They're all behind fences. They're not roaming. So the next. I haven't seen it. That's my mantra. I haven't seen it. I've seen Hurt Locker. It was
Unless
good.
it's a terrible movie that nobody else has seen, in which case he has seen it and loves it.
Like Hurt Locker.
There are a few exceptions. So what's our prize for question number 9?
Boom. This is a sketch cover drawn by Tom Price.
And if I recall, that's a wraparound cover, isn't it?
I don't know. Let's see.
I believe that it is. And we should definitely take it out of that bag and show it off. Oh! Just did a header straight into the table. Oh!
She was like, I'm
Hope
so
Prize
sick
Cam
of
doesn't
it.
have a concussion.
She'll come back when it's open. There we go. Let's see that. Oh, that's cool. That was worth looking.
Hold it up so you can see both sides if you can. I don't know if you can do that without cracking the spine. Look at that. Look at all the work that went into that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Tom would have had to crack the spine to do that.
And then filling in all that red.
Yeah.
Huh.
Honestly, that's what I used to do with your Sharpies when I worked at the store too.
Is that what happened to him?
That's terrible.
I was like, I could have sworn these were new.
I am a monster about Sharpies. If there's a Sharpie around me, so.
Todd sees Deadpool, so now he's all excited about this question.
This is cool. Brian, good luck. So this is a one-of-a-kind sketch cover drawn by a local artist. And you have a chance to win.
Tom Price.
Oh, you're kidding me. All right.
What?
I just like this movie. I get excited when I would have known the answer. So that's it.
All right. So that we've seen the prize, what's the question for question number 9, Jeremy?
Oh, it's my turn. Dang.
It is. All
right. Well, since it's my turn and I favor myself and don't make any sick videos for Josh, here's... I'm just kidding. You got video, Tim. All right. I am excited to know this one. What is the name of Tyler Durden's business in Fight Club?
Paper Street Soap Company.
We're not allowed to talk about that.
And that's funny because there was a person today where I work who had a soap and candle company. And I mentioned Paper Street Soap Company. And they looked at me like, what? I said, it's from Fight Club.
Yeah, not allowed to talk about that.
Sorry.
That's how you get in trouble. But, man, you knew that Johnny on the spot, though. You were just like, well, duh.
Prize cam number 2 over here said, that was yesterday, by the way.
Yesterday, today, tomato. Who can keep track?
When you get older, time just dissolves. It doesn't matter. It's all just smashed.
Really?
Well, they say that the closer you get to the end of the toilet paper roll, the faster it comes off. It's how time works, right? The older you get, the faster it goes.
Hey, Tots guy, you can only say his name.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Yep.
I don't know. Fight Club, like, it just hit me in just the right time. I think that's it. Okay.
It hit you?
Yes. In depth. We all have a name. All right. Moving forward, because now I'm waxing on about Fight Club. You know what number 10 means? It means we're getting up to the end of the show. And since that's super sad for everybody, let's psych ourselves back up. question 10, you can win this sick signed Wonder Woman that is signed by Cliff Chang, the artist, and that's yours to own if you win this question.
It's a pretty sweet cover. It's pretty nice to get that signed by the artist. I totally dig it. Makes me happy. And so to take that home, all you have to do is answer this question correctly. What is the Homelander's real first name in The Boys?
Oh, crap.
That is not it.
Yeah, I know.
That's his Irish name. Oh, crap.
Jesse.
You're close. It is a J name.
It's John, but
We had
John.
yeah.
I was trying to let somebody else win.
We did have a right answer right away.
We did.
Josh, are you seeing the same one as me?
Zach
Zach.
breaking his streak. He's been in a little bit of a slump lately, and look at him popping off here and winning big at the end, getting himself an autographed comic.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Zach. That's going to look nice in your new house with your pizza. Don't touch the comic after you eat the pizza until you've gotten all the grease off your hands, okay? That's just normal rules.
Many a comic has been destroyed by that.
That's true. What? You're on mute there, Brian.
I'm just saying this is going to be available for the winner. It will be there next week for whoever
Right
won.
on. I'll pick it up when I see it.
There you go, Zach. While you're tabulating results, I've got something to show off for people.
Right on.
And there's only a couple of people on here who are going to really care, so I'll speed through it. But I had a package come in today from a Kickstarter that I backed like 2 years ago because that was COVID and all that. It's a box. I'm going to hold it all up, and this is only half of it because I got 2 copies of most of it.
Wow.
All of this. We have the Shadows of Estrin game up at the store, the RPG. So this Kickstarter came with the comic book for it, the first issue of the comic book, which is pretty cool. The artwork is exquisite. It came with a CD, his album, a short story called The Haunted House, this really cool card, which the glare is awful, I'm sorry, but it's a cool card, and it has a card inside it. That's what the white is. A second really cool card, which is a really cool die cut. This is an art book, and it's gorgeous, the artwork, the art inside here. But it also has their new game, which is setting, and it's got some stuff. It's more compatible with Dungeons & Dragons 5e. It's called Fate Forge. I'm going to show you this person on the back because this just shows you what the artwork is for the series, what it looks like.
Very cool.
Look at that. That's exquisite. I mean, that's just beautiful.
Well, you know how I love lizard men, so I'm into it.
That's a woman. I just almost lost this huge pile of books, which was going to land directly on my foot, and that was going to hurt. Then there's the Grimoire, which is totally cool. What is this? Is more Shadows of Estrin stuff, which is just cool and moody. This is a cover piece for one of the, like, this town, and then you got these guys like, oh crap, we need to break out of here.
I love artwork like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. The second print kind of feels like a modern telling of something straight out of the 70s. That whole setting where they are just looks very 70s. Giant book of map for Shadows of Estrin. Here's the cartography for the Fate Forge books. This is a book of all maps of cities and landscapes and particular buildings and taverns and such. Super cool. This is, I haven't even opened this one up yet. This is Shadows of Estrin related Hildane. This is another Shadows of Estrin book. This is a village with everything to map out this entire village because they use it as a setting in one of the big modules. There's an encyclopedia because you need that, and you'll recognize the art on that cover from the encyclopedia. And then check this out. The Creatures book. Something just sat on my computer and put something on the screen. Hang on a second. Do not fall on my lap. These books are super heavy.
When somebody walks into my office, too.
These books are super heavy. Anyway, this is their Creatures book, and if you can see down at the bottom is the size of the folks, and then that giant dude. But look at this.
That is really cool.
It is gorgeous. And then this on the back. Beautiful, beautiful books. Really cool games. I got copies of these for the store as well. So if somebody else is like, hey, that looks like a fun game, I would like to play that, we have that available now. Or we will have it available on Saturday. So, yep, cool stuff. All right, sorry about the break there, but tell people what who won what.
Well, Brian was the big winner tonight, so we will get to him last. Stacy won the Ninja Turtles poster. I'm going to drop that off at Haven in the prize box. So when you go in to the right under the dollar comics, that's where our prize box is. Then Zach picked up that signed book. Congratulations. The CBCP gift card, the Canadian Question gift card, and the comic pack. Did you give away 2 Ghost Spider books or just one, Brian?
Just one.
Who did that go with? That went with the comic pack, right? Yeah. Okay, right on.
Yeah, I got 6.
I got confused. Okay, so with the comic pack, those all went to the one True Zachary, and then the also True Zachary picked up the other book. So there's 2 different Zacharys that are also both real Zacharys. And then Brian, so you got the stickers, you got the balls and the pen, you got the Kevin Eastman variant that you can get signed while you're there. You got that bag by Christine May, and then you got the sketch cover by Tom Price. So congratulations, you had a really good run tonight.
That's a better than average run, I would say.
Yeah, definitely was.
I'm exceptionally proud of the balls.
Good.
Well, there are 3 of them, so
yeah, you got a nice 3 ball collection.
I need all of those.
I have a long and cumbersome to get through video that I love playing, and I think you've earned it. Before you head out tonight, is there anything you want to share with the Huntsville nerd community?
Absolutely. I would love to see you at the convention next week. We're coming in Thursday night. I know you guys know me, and we'll see you there. I can't wait to meet you guys in person and all the fans. I hope to make a new audience. The new Tandra books are dropping in May. And Jeremy Brunna. No.
Yep.
No.
Hard R.
He is doing 2 covers for the new Tandra book. and I can't
At
wait
least.
to meet you guys
There's a lot of
and
them.
see all of the awesome stuff that's coming later this year. So thank you guys for having me. It's been fun.
Well,
Thanks for coming on the show, man. We
Ron.
really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you at the expo. We look forward to Tandra coming back out and hitting the shelves end of May, beginning of June. And we will have copies available at Haven. So, yeah, really appreciate it. Thank you.
You guys have a good night.
Thank you. Have a good night. Last call, everybody. The class, the creature workshop, creature design workshop is next Thursday, which I know is a school day, but it's next Thursday from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock with Mark A. Nelson, who is a phenomenal artist who has done everything. Comics, movies, video games, Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, you name it. He's done a ton of art across all those, and he is teaching a master class to a small select group of people. We still have seats available. If you know somebody who would benefit from that and learning how to like incorporate world building into creature design and all those things, it's a phenomenal class. So I highly, highly recommend that. Tell your friends we have seats available. We want to fill that class up. Are Expo tickets still available? Yes. Expo tickets will be available up through the very last day of the Expo. So if you want to go up to the Expo on Sunday and you swing by on Sunday, you can pick up a ticket at the Expo and head over, or at the Haven and head over to the Expo. You can do that. So, yeah, there we go. Tickets are still available. Anything you want to say to folks before we let everybody go tonight, Jeremy?
No, I look forward to hearing about how much fun everybody had at the Expo. I'm going to miss it this time, but I will see everyone not next week because we're going to skip that show, but the week after is when I'll see everyone.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. You'll have a great night. If you're watching this at work tomorrow while you should be working, congratulations. We know you. We love you. We're thinking about you. And we're jealous of you. So take that for what it's worth. Y'all have a great night, everybody.